So you're driving and suddenly your steering wheel becomes harder to turn. This is happening on highways across America with a popular compact car. Consumer reporter John Matarese has details so you don't waste your money.
Saturn cars are no longer made, but there are still thousands of them out on the road. We found a handful of those vehicles have a potential power steering problem, and we're on your side with what you should know about it. Kayla Bradick was driving home from her grandma's house to put 3-year-old Noah down for a nap.
My son was actually sitting right directly behind me.
As she went to pass another car, her Saturn Ion's power steering stopped working.
I tried the hardest I could to turn out of the way, and it hit anyways.
A Scripps investigation found more than 4,000 similar complaints filed with the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration about Saturn Ions since 2004. Like Kayla, drivers said they experienced a complete loss of power steering that made the wheel difficult to turn, and it often happened without warning. The problems are blamed for 16 crashes and 2 injuries. Auto safety expert Bob Urivac believes the problem is debris getting into the car's electric power steering motor.
When it gets the debris in it, the motor stops for a moment and then can restart. So that's causing failure and a loss of power assist.
GM put the same steering system in the Pontiac G5 and the Chevy Cobalt. In 2010, it recalled both those cars for this very issue, but it did not recall the Saturn Ion. Instead, General Motors sent owners this letter offering to fix the defect for free. But in bold, it tells owners, do not take your vehicle to your GM dealer unless you believe your vehicle has the condition. Clarence Ditlow, the director of the Center for Auto Safety, feels that is not enough.
GM should recall this vehicle and replace the electric power steering motor. They did it with the Cobalt, they did it with the G5, they ought to do it with the Ion.
General Motors told us in a statement the rates of incidents in the Ion population was much lower than in the Cobalt and Pontiac G5. The loss of power steering condition is infrequent and accompanied by a chime and warning on the driver information center. And customers can have their power steering motor in their vehicle replaced free of charge. GM also investigated Kayla's crash and does not believe the electric power steering is to blame.
They shouldn't have even had it on the market if a problem like that could happen.
If you have a 2004 to 2007 Saturn Ion, you may want to take it to your GM dealer and ask them to check out your power steering motor. That way you stay safe and you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese, 9 on your side.
Well, after such a